Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, and we're on our 79th video of the day. That's right, a busy Tuesday here. We've got Nick Viall's podcast, Viall Files, and he discusses different aspects of Bachelor Nation, as we know, and whenever we can tie together an opinion of our own, we'll play a clip. So we have Nick addressing the Clare Crawley, Blake Monar relationship, and he ends it by saying Clare has a habit of falling hard and fast, which I don't exactly disagree with. I'd love to take Nick to dinner with my family and just have him say what he thinks. Like, I think he would throw a big wrench into the family dinner. He's like, you know what? I don't really like the meatloaf. The meatloaf's not that good. No offense. I think you're a lovely person. The meatloaf fell hard and fast onto the floor. Even the dog's not eating it. All right. So anyway, do me a favor. Fall hard and fast onto that like button and hit the subscribe button if you don't mind, as we inch our way to 51,000 subscribers. And we'll get into this video. Of course, Clare made the first move with Blake Monar in the sense that she posted his hair products on her Instagram. And then he said, oh my gosh, isn't this nice? Clare shouted out my small business. This is great. Then all of a sudden this past weekend, they had a sort of hair mission together, and she posted, guess who this is? And everyone on Bachelor was like, we can find out the thread of a jacket. We'll tell you who it is. And they come back with receipts. Clare dismissed Blake in week 2. Of course, she had her eyes set on Dale Moss at the time. So clearly she wasn't looking at this stud, aka Tatty Daddy. And there they are. She's grooming his mustache, if you will. And they had a good weekend. She posted a reel about him. Jeez, it got like 1 trillion views. Oh my gosh. Let's just click on the Clare reel. Clare, I mean, she literally is printing money when it comes to her dating life. People love it. 55,000 hearts. So she posts this reel. How do we see how many views it actually has? The reel itself probably has 500,000 views. 1.1 million views. That's how much people want to know what the heck is going on with Clare. And she posts her and Blake bowling together. It might have started as a business trip, but it looks like it became something more. Now, if it did not become something more, then she is just doing the Lord's work when it comes to creating viral moments on her Instagram page to sell whatever products they're selling, as influencers tend to do. But I think what could have started as a potential business venture turned into Auntie Clare hanging out with Blake's nieces and nephews. There they are laughing and all this. So clearly, is it much ado about nothing, or is it much ado about something? Now, Blake's 10 years younger. Does that mean anything? You want to say no, but we know sometimes it does. She might be ready for a tatty baby, and he's like, well, I need more, of a loose, free, and careless lifestyle. But we aren't really sure. Here's what Nick has to say. I'm just going to play the full clip.
Used to not be the new norm to have contestants that were eliminated very early on end up with that's I feel like a Peter Weber phenomenon, and then ever since then.
There you go, Kathy. I think are you referring to Clare and?
I mean, yeah, multiple. Katie as well.
No, it's a thing. Yeah, this. Let's go back to like week 2. I don't know.
Tatty Daddy.
We're referring to Clare and Blake. How do you pronounce his last name?
Monar? I just know him as Tatty Daddy from Bachelor in Paradise.
Are dating. I mean, I don't know. Like,
they like hung out with his niece and nephew. They had a whole swipey swipe of all their memories.
Good on one just kind of like uncontroversial side, I just want to say, hey, if they're happy, I'm happy.
Well, that's it. If they're happy, I'm happy. That's the video. Everyone have a good... No, he had more to say.
On the other side. Like,
nothing
I mean, clearly this isn't an accident. You know what I'm saying? There are so many people in the world. Mm-hmm. There are so many people in Nashville.
Yeah, but Nick, what you have to understand is I can't speak for women, but you have to think Clare isn't just going to trust some random guy in the world. Oh, this was a guy that was on her season. He'd already been vetted. Okay, maybe there's an option there. There's a reason why Bachelor people date within the community, I believe.
Doesn't this guy live in Nashville?
I have no idea where he lives. I know that he's a hairstylist, and that was
he's a hairstylist.
That was part of the thing of people were saying, are they dating or are they coming out with a hair product?
Oh,
both.
And that was the question.
I mean, listen, like clearly, if people in Bachelor Nation, when they date or hang out, they elicit rumors and speculation. They get in the news. We talk about them on podcast.
Guilty.
So there's always the question, is this authentic? And then in Bachelor Nation, there's a little bit of, it's authentic, but like also it's not a coincidence type of thing. Like, I don't doubt that they probably even like each other.
I agree with him right there. It's not a coincidence that they met up. It could be an authentic connection between two very good looking people, for sure.
Or hanging out, but come on. I mean,
I get that there's, plenty of single human beings out there that she could date from. But it's also, dating is hard nowadays. Like, you lucked out, I feel like, but it's very difficult to meet new people, especially during a pandemic. And that's just her dating pool,
Kathy's like, it's hard to meet new people. Somebody call me. I'll take my Postmates driver. Who's out there?
Similar to, I feel like, going to a very big college. And
there is the relatability factor, although this Blake guy was barely on Clare's season and had a cup of coffee on Paradise.
Had a cup of coffee on Paradise. Not exactly wrong.
And quite frankly, when he was on, he had an unceremonious exit on Paradise.
Here's the thumbnail I made.
And then my lasting impression of this Blake guy was after his exit on Paradise, he posted kind of a problematic Instagram story. It was like him in the weight room, like pumping, doing curls.
Shoulder shrugs. But I digress. Now, I don't disagree with Nick on this point.
And saying something to the effect of like, when you don't like simp or something, something like that.
Because Tia wanted more, and he was like, no.
Yeah, it reeked of toxic masculinity.
But we talked about this whole love language aspect, and whenever anyone says simp, I'm immediately like, ugh, because I just think it's such a stupid word. And I think I say, oh, I'm not a simp, as a way to like not be just like a decent guy. So Tia wanted Blake to do some sort of acts of service, some grand act of service, and Blake could have just been like, I'm not into you that much. Or he could have just been nervous, or he doesn't show his love that way, or he felt lesser than, like now he's competing against Thomas. We don't really know. But either way, the result was Blake posting a pretty douchey thing when you refuse to simp after knowing someone for 3 days. But we don't know that much about it. Blake might be like, aside from these moments, he might be a decent guy. He's got a niece, a nephew, and this and that. It just might have been someone that he wasn't into that much, and he didn't like being wrangled by the production. I feel like I'm kind of making excuses for him, but you got to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. A little bit.
And bitter masculinity.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
I don't disagree with Nick,
all right,
though.
buddy. But hey. I wish them nothing but the best. I'm going to go ahead and guess at some point we'll be talking about the breakup. 3, 2, and
1.
And
if it gets off the ground, who knows?
Well,
you think it's off the ground?
Claire has a habit of falling hard and fast.
Okay.
There it is, folks. Hard and Fast by Clare Crawley.
As we
we've seen
with Dale. I suspect if they are in fact.
But is it a habit because it happened with Dale? Now, again, I don't think he's terribly wrong here. It's just one of those things that's hard. It's hard to take the opinion someone has out of their own personal life within, Bachelor Nation. Like, did Nick fall hard and fast for Caitlin Bristow? I don't know. We just watched the show. Did he fall hard and fast for his current? I don't know. But Claire did fall very quickly for a guy named Dale. They broke up, got back together, broke up again. So not essentially wrong, but it's one of those things. It's like, I'm in some ways, I'm glad Nick is saying it and not me.
Dating, there will be a level of intensity.
Intensity,
kind of run its course, and then it'll be loud in its exit.
Got it
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is my guess.
Okay.
Who knows? But hope I'm wrong. Wish him nothing but the best.
Loud in his exit. I mean, look, and I get it. It's like if you leave a comment and go, Katie and Blake aren't gonna work out, or Claire. It's like, yeah, no, duh. These relationships don't work out until they do. It's like, let's not write off Claire and Blake. They might not even be a thing. They might have just had a quick, they might have pumped their palmers, or they could have just been like, hey, we're gonna get a ton of, let's have a good weekend. We're going to get a ton of publicity. You sell your product and I'll take a 20% equity in it. Maybe this is some like next level, influencing that they're doing here. So I've been recording this live while I'm on the patreon.com/Dave Neal. So I love some of the comments below. Teresa says, statistically, he's right. Yeah, statistically, Nick's right. But I don't think that's really been the problem, that people are worried so much about whether Nick is right or wrong. It's more so that it's just like, it's judgy. You know what I mean? But hey, that's what we love here. That's what a good podcast should be. I am glad he's slinging these wild sound bites rather than not, because if everyone in Bachelor Nation did this, we'd have nonstop content. It would just be a melee. Anyway, folks, let me know what you guys think. You can go, like I said, to the patreon.com/Dave Neal, and from there you can watch the making of this video. I mean, it really took a while. It's a 90-minute long video of us being like, is this worth the story? Is this worth the story? And then the second we heard Nick say that she fell hard, has a habit of falling hard and fast, I was like, we got a story. So that's what we made, and you guys are a part of it. So thank you so much for being a part of this video. More content coming your way, and we will talk to you later on. Don't forget to go to the Dave Neal Show to see my non-Bachelor related video I made today. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.